Hello and welcome back. So from this lecture onwards, what we're gonna do, we're gonna work on our car parking system. I will show you how you can add different missions, and in each mission there will be certain blocks. If the player hits that blocks, the game will end there, or you can say the mission will be failed. And if the player parks the car correctly, then we will pass the mission and move to the next one. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna show you how you can create missions in your game. Okay, so let's start from the first mission. We will keep the first mission as simple as possible, as you saw in the introductory video. So for that, in this folder prototype collection, let's open up URP prefabs, then go inside blocks, and in here, as you can see, we have these blocks. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it right here. Okay, as you can see, its size is already set to 2 on the X, Y, and Z scale. We just have to select this and change its Y rotation to 90. Okay, or let's just make it minus 90. Okay, and place it right here. Okay, once you do that, select this block and click on create empty parent. Name this as mission 1. Okay, then you can duplicate this, and now let's move it forward like this. Okay, you can hold down the control button in order to move it like this. Okay, once you move it, make sure that there is a little bit space between each block. Okay, then duplicate both of them. Let's move it down below. And then let's move it right here. Then just make sure there is a little bit space left between each block like this. Alright, once you do this, then you can select all of these blocks and make sure to move it down and change its side right here. Okay, let me select the player car, because according to the player car we're gonna design this. So let me move the player car right here, change the car rotation Y to 90, and let's place it in here. Okay, so select the last 4 blocks and move it right here. Okay, now you can move the car back to its previous position. Then from these blocks you can select this red block, and inside the prefab set its scale to 2 and then move it right there. Make sure it is in the middle like this. Okay, and once you set it up, then drag and drop it inside mission 1. And as you know that we need to add some light right here so that the player can park the car in that light. Okay, for adding the light, make sure that you go ahead and download this lights Unity package. It will be inside our .render file. Make sure to extract it, and then you will find this lights. Just double click on it and it will open up this window. Simply click on import and it will be imported inside this GMO asset. If you open this up, then open up the prefabs folder. In here you will find all of these effects. Okay, if you click on light, okay, it's this light, and then there are different types of effect. The effect which we are looking for is in this magic misc folder. Okay, it is this effect, this first one. Okay, so just select this one, move it right here, and then let's change its scale. Okay, so I'm going to change the scale of x to 2.17. Okay, the y will be 1.2, then the z will be 3.6. Okay, let's move it right here. Okay, we can still resize it. To 2, 1, and 3.6. I think this is a correct size. Okay, according to the card, let's move the player card right here and see if it fits in here. Yep, it is. Let's move the card back. Okay, and then drag and drop this inside the mission. Click on it, click on prefab, unpack completely, and you can name this as light. Okay, and then you can select the first four and move it right here. Select the other four, move it right here. That is all we have to do. Okay, if we play the game, click on game view and then let's start. Okay, here it is. We can just park the car like this in here. Okay, and for example, if we touch these blocks, then we will fail the mission. For now, as you can see, they don't have any collider, so the car can just run into them. But we will not be doing this. So let me just stop the game. Okay, and click on this block, click on select so that it select this block right here. Click on add component, then add a box collider to it. If you double click on it, here is the box collider in here. Okay, you can also select the red one, which is this one, double click on it, and to this block add a box collider as well. Okay, and then select the yellow one again, and to this we're gonna add a tag by the name of cone, because whenever we hit anything that is on the cone tag, we're gonna fail the mission. Okay, so once you add the cone and box collider to it, then you can just go back, and if you select now all of them, as you can see, they have the tag and the box collider, and this one will be remain untagged, because if the player hits it, then it's okay. I've added this right here so that the player doesn't park the car from this side, or so that the car doesn't move out of this parking position. Okay, that's why it's there. Just add box collider to this one. Alright, then also for our mission 1 area, we need a starting point, because when we play the game, we want a starting point for this mission from where the car will come. So the starting point will be the exact same place as the player car. So what I'm going to do, in the player car, I'm going to create an empty game object. Okay, and then move it from player cars to mission 1. Okay, and let's name this as car position. So this will be our mission 1 position. Okay, starting position. And also, as you know that we have this slide, so when we park the game, park the car actually inside this slide, we want to pass the mission. Okay, so for that we're gonna add a box collider right here. Okay, actually let me just select this one, duplicate it, and then click on prefab, unpack completely, Let's name this as pass mission. Move it right here. So when the car is parked inside this circle perfectly, okay, so right here we can then just pass the mission. From this, remove the mesh renderers, okay, and make this S trigger. To this we will be adding a script, okay, because as you know that we have two types of mission. First mission is parking the car straight, and the second mission is parking the car in reverse. So we will say that if this car front area hits this collider, then we're gonna pass the mission, because this will be a straight mission. And also to this pass mission we would be adding a script in which we're gonna specify if this mission is straight or reverse, and if it is reverse, then we will make sure that the car reverse area touches this collider, okay, and then in that case we're gonna pass the mission. Alright, this would be our pass mission area. We need to tag this as well. Actually, for now, let's just not tag this. For this, we're gonna add a script in order to pass the mission. So let me close all of that, click on scripts, and right here, I'm gonna create a mono behavior script. Name this as parking trigger. Alright, then select the pass mission and drag and drop this script. Actually, let's name this as parking trigger as well. Okay, and also we need to make one more script which we will be adding to our car, because we want that if the car touches these barriers, or you can say blocks, okay, then we want to fail the mission. Okay, when we, as you can see, they are tagged as cone, so whenever the player car touches this cone, we're gonna fail the mission. And if the player car touches this in the forward direction, then we're gonna pass the mission. Okay, so that other script will be now by the name of, let's just say, mission failed handler. Okay, select the player car on which we have this car controller script, and right at the second place just drag and drop that script. Okay, so now we have this script for failing the mission, and then this script for passing the mission and moving to the next one. So in the next video we're gonna work on these scripts. Okay, with this done, see you guys in the next lecture.